Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2. When we left off, when I was not having a big brain moment. I was having a small brain moment, to be quite honest, but that's not the Pixel Partners way. But most of you have forgiven us. You kind of understood where we're coming from, and it's the fact that, you know, this is still quote-unquote a tutorial case, because just in case someone happens to jump in any of the games at any point in time, you know, if someone picked up the 5th Phoenix Wright game and they were like, hey, I've never played this before, let's see what this is about. You do have to tell them what it's going on. That's why, you know, they'd be like, I'm Miles Edgeworth, I'm Phoenix Wright, I've been here for 17,500 hours before in front of you, but just in case you don't know, here I am. And so you have to remember, this is made for babies to learn how to play, essentially, and we are children, essentially, in our hearts. I am a child in my heart, at least. And we have Kay here, who is a child in our heart.
Listen.
I choked on there, but I saved it. All right, we're gonna now see what they have to say about Winston Payne being aimed at in the back of his head by a red hoodie. Oh, they're gonna move on from that. Okay.
And here's the one I showed you before. This was right after the first gunshot. And immediately after that, a second gunshot rang out. And then... Whoa.
What is this? You can't really see much in this photo. But the red hoodie guy is there, like right off to the right in the middle, so...
After that last photo, one of the running guests knocked me down. Looks like the shutter clicked just then.
This doesn't look too helpful, pal.
Well, those were all the photos I took.
Evidence! Yeah! That first one, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's the important one. I'd like to examine these in a bit more detail. Investigate which photo. Well, number one before the incident, because that one is, it's where can the light from the laser pointer be seen? Well, thanks for pointing that out for me. Right. Tootin'. I found it.
Boom.
What? That was fast. Look just in front of this person in the red hood.
Ah, there.
Yes, that's probably the light from the laser pointer. Then, that red hooded person would be the assassin.
We did it! It's all thanks to me, right?
Right. As expected, the great thief has stolen the truth. Perhaps the criminal can also be seen in the other photographs. Yes, they can. Let me examine these photos one more time. Investigate which photo? After the incident.
Mysterious hooded man.
From a distance. Take a second to look murderous.
Ah, there! Again.
The red hooded assassin. Looks like they're escaping in the pit. Looks like they're escaping in a panic, sir.
Looks like Ezio decided to dye his outfit.
I was gonna go with like a Little Red Riding Hood and werewolf joke, but my brain lost track of itself, and I was like, I'm just gonna stop. I know. I mean, we did make an Assassin's Creed joke, so but you can see the direction they ran in.
Ah, the Samurai Dog banner.
Right. The assassin escaped towards the right side of the audience area. Detective Gumshoe. Got it, sir. We'll investigate the right side of the audience area. I'm counting on you. Investigation complete? Can I get some health back? Because I lost it all?
Yeah.
Anything? Or am I going to have to keep
Whoa.
Oh. The red-hooded assassin.
He really does look like Assassin's Creed.
Since the park was sealed off, there's nowhere they could run to.
He's got the cowl and everything. Like
can we officially announce the Phoenix Wright X Assassin's Creed crossover? I think we need that. Phoenix Wright goes into the Animus and then chucks back in and he's taken back to
Assassin.
And he's taken back to if we're gonna do this, I mean, this would have to.
Phoenix Wright Ace Assassin.
This is Phoenix Wright 7. It's tied with Assassin's Creed, and he goes back like 7, 8, 9 years in the past to this point in time. It would make sense because by that point there's not really many ancestors he can go to. But all right, we'll definitely catch them though. It's fine. It's fine.
You tried.
I tried my best.
You were going for a bit, but it flopped.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed, you just gotta roll with the flow and take what you need. Now then, let's continue with the investigation. Yep.
We'll definitely find some traces of the assassin.
All right, we gotta look for the.
It looked like a sword down there for a second, but it's an umbrella.
Hey, hasn't been the first time.
True. Anything can be a sword.
Anything that has any kind of straight bit has been a sword in this series. Alright, so nothing important over there. Ooh, well, I can't look at this. Target practice. The flag from the shooting booth is lying on the ground. The crowd probably knocked it over. Judging from all the footprints on the flag, there must have been quite a panic. Do you know where you can buy these flags, sir? Why do you want to know?
Oh boy.
Are you going to write Gumshoe on the flag and carry it around with you? How did you know, sir? Don't tell me. Miss Edgeworth, did you just read my mind, sir? I meant it as a joke, though, for him to actually have thought that. Oh, that's concerning. Samurai dogs. Oh, there are toy rifles neatly lined on top of this counter. It's a shooting booth, sir. I hate to brag, but I'm actually pretty good at these. I thought you said that you weren't good with the guns.
Yeah, I thought you didn't like.
It's not that I'm not good with them. I just don't like guns, sir. Normally, that's what you would call not being good with guns. Well, that depends. There are some people that don't want to hold a gun, but they can be quite good at shooting.
Yeah.
Raise his hand. All right, Simrad Dog Booth. At one person have inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. All right, there's a little dot down here. What is this?
Oh, whoa.
What is this? Is that a ladybug? What is that?
Don't ask
This
me.
is.
I'm blind.
It's a red button, sir. Could this be?
Oh,
Did that come from the balloon?
What? It could
I
have
don't
been
know.
from the hoodie.
Oh, I see. It's tucked under there. This would be related to the person in the red hood. The red hood is right down there. They tucked it under.
Oh, yeah.
There's something red down there. Detective Gumshoe, please check underneath the food stand.
The food stall.
Something's stuck down here. There's something stuck down here. Let's see.
Well,
It's a red raincoat. Could this be?
The assassins.
It appears that he got rid of his raincoat before he ran away. Damn. It's the only evidence we had. Now we'll never know who they were. Alright, and then we got the actual stand itself. There's a cheap-looking food stall made out of plywood. They're selling samurai dogs. Miss Edgeworth,
Jeez.
I've got $2, sir.
That's a lot of money for you.
Am I imagining things? Are you suggesting we take a snack break during our investigation? Of course not, sir. I just thought I could help us with our investigation. I'll buy you a box when we're finished with the investigation. I'm sorry, sir. Wait, what? What? Is that look in your face? Is there a problem? No. That was just unexpected, sir. No me to take things from me, not give them to me.
Yeah, I know, something actually nice.
Alright, well, maybe we'll investigate the raincoat.
I guess that button came from the other sleeve.
Yeah, I think so. The sleeve is inside out.
Oh, yeah, because
it's also missing a button.
Yep.
Well, 1 plus 1 equals 2.
I saw the other sleeve had a button on it. And then I'm like, wait a second.
2 plus 2 is 4, and then minus 1, that's 3. Quick math.
Oh,
all right, let me go ahead and just.
Really?
Yes, I did. I'm just gonna go ahead and red button and raincoat sleeve, and we're just going to.
Yeah. Oh my God, we're almost
I know
dead.
we have 2 lives left. Oh well, 1 life. We have 1 mistake left, and then we're dead. Looks like the fallen button came from the raincoat. Probably fell off when the assassin took off the raincoat. If you look closely, you can see that the right sleeve is inside out, sir. It appears they took it off in a hurry. The button was probably torn off. After shooting the president, the assassin disposed of the gun in the bag in the garbage bin. Then, during the panic, they moved from the left to the right side of the audience area. The bold trajectory led us to suspect someone who was on the left side of the audience area. The assassin then took off the raincoat and hid it under the stand. The assassin was in a hurry to remove the raincoat. That's why there are signs that the right sleeve was hastily removed. It also explains why the button was torn off.
You've already said that like 3 other times.
If that's the case, why is the left sleeve not in the same state? That sleeve isn't inside out. On the contrary, the button is still tightly fixed. What do you mean, sir? To find the answer, we must examine this raincoat in detail.
I mean, sometimes that's just how it's taken off.
Yeah, I just, let me go ahead and flip it over.
Mud.
This raincoat is
Brilliant bright red.
This raincoat is a brilliant bright red.
You
Holy
okay?
shit, I can't speak,
Do
but
you
now I'm back.
hooked on phonics?
Just looking at it makes me want to charge at it.
Like a bull? Well,
Like in a bullfight. Yeah, my heart is always fired up like a bull. I'd say you're just simple-minded.
Oh.
Damn.
I
Alright,
can see him saying that with his like breathing heavily sprite.
Yeah. What if I look at maybe the sleeve?
That's what they want us to look at.
The right sleeve is turned inside out.
You can see where the button's been torn off.
Indeed. This raincoat must have been removed in a hurry. What about maybe the zipper? I'd like to investigate the inside of this raincoat. Detective Gumshoe. Got it. Oh. Huh.
Blood.
That's interesting. This is a blood stain. Judging by the location, this is most likely the assassin's own blood. So looking for someone who's injured, sir. Not just any injury, detective. An injury on their left arm. But what do you mean, sir?
Huh.
The criminal was in a hurry to take off their coat. That's why the right sleeve is inside out. On the other hand, the left sleeve remained unchanged. How did this difference arise? Quite simply, the assassin couldn't get his arm through the left sleeve. If you think of it like that, it all starts to add up. Furthermore, the bloodstain was found on the left side of the raincoat. I see he couldn't get his injured arm to fit through the sleeve.
Huh.
Yes, indeed. I'd say the possibility is quite high.
So he just draped it over.
Yeah. Huh. Why does everyone drape coats over them?
I know.
No one uses sleeves in this universe. Except for Gumshoe. He uses the sleeves. My God. Mostly the Sadmati family and family branches. That's all coming together. Life! Yay! It's not everything, but it's fine. It's fine. That's better than immediate failure.
They need to get a blood test on that.
Yeah, Dr. Gumshoe wants you to pull our assassin out of the crowd. Roger that, sir. Someone with an injured left arm, right?
Or that too.
Okay, you must have a good head on your shoulders if you did see through me, Mr. Prosecutor. Finding the assassin was only that much evidence shouldn't be a problem at all.
Wait, I don't even understand what I just read.
I'm not quite sure either. Like, what does that have to do with you? That was weird.
What did I just read?
Dr. K.
That's our Edgeworth.
With everyone in the park sealed in, the assassin should still be within the crowd.
I'm like, is she admitting a crime? Like, what's going on?
That's what I thought too. She was making it seem like we saw right through her. What?
Maybe it's a translation thing.
Maybe. I'm counting Detective Gumshoe.
That's weird though, because it's been fine so far.
Yeah. I don't know. March 25th, 3:27 p.m. Gord Lake Park. Audience area. Miss Edgeworth, we found a suspicious person in that condition, sir.
That's gotta be the assassin.
Okay, we haven't proven that this person is the assassin yet. For now, this is just a person of interest. Don't jump to conclusions.
Got it. I'll control myself.
There's no doubt this guy is who the president, sir. It takes a daring person to target someone's life in front of an audience. Detective, bring him here. Courteously.
Courteously? Really?
Yes, sir. Hey, you guys, bring him here.
Courteously. Oh my.
Oh, you look suspicious, all right. Is that? I was about to say, is that Shelly?
No, it is.
Well.
What kind of ice cream cone is that? It looks like you.
It has a cone.
I'm talking to him.
Yeah, I know.
But it's a bird.
Huh. That is
It
fancy.
It has a cherry as a monocle.
Well, welcome back, friend. He's not carrying an umbrella. His left arm is bandaged. Of course, no one knows that it's him.
He's an assassin, yeah.
You there? State your name. Oh God, this has been a long time.
You've done his voice by accident so many times since then, though.
I know. Isn't his voice kind of really close to what was the art guy? Yeah, the Virginian art guy. Hang on.
Just not as high energy.
Here. I'm the killer. There we go.
Basically, the painful one that
yeah,
you
I have to
contort your neck.
Yeah, I have to take my neck and I have to try and push only my neck behind my chest as far as it can go, and then I can do the voice.
You mean your chin?
I'm just saying my whole head behind my chest.
You know how like when you do a face that gives yourself a double chin?
Try and do a no chin thing.
Yeah.
My name is John Doe.
Sure it is.
John Doe. That's an unusual name. That is correct. This man Have I seen him somewhere before? Yep, you've never seen him. You only heard him. Don't get that fact wrong, please.
Prosecutor Edgeworth?
You know my name?
Yes, I've been observing your investigation. May I ask why you have called me here?
We're searching for the assassin who attempted to murder the president. Do you recognize this red raincoat?
I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I do not.
Sure.
I believe this raincoat belongs to the assassin. Why is the ice cream
Whoa.
thing is the eye moves on it, which is the whole thing moves.
The whole thing of dude, don't do that. It'll fall out of the cone.
Oh my, that is terrible indeed.
This person should also have a severe injury on the left side
You
of their
can't
body.
read today.
Precisely like yourself. I can never read. Precisely like yourself.
Precisely like yours, he said.
Yeah.
I have no relation to this.
Fuck.
You're not. I stare down. Mano a mano. It's like they're firing laser beams out of their eyes.
No, only from the laser pointers on their gun.
So what happens next?
Obviously a confrontation battle of the wits between two gentlemen. Should I hear his explanation? Yeah.
Why would we say no? It's like, nah.
I witnessed my lie. Oh, wait. I think they meant Gumshoe's explanation.
Oh.
That was our chance to skip the tutorial on how pressing and the rebuttals work.
I thought they meant
Shelley's as well.
testimony.
Yeah. They should have said, should we hear Gumshoe's explanation? Damn it. I witnessed my lie and misunderstand. If you find a contradiction in their statement, present evidence, pal. Press the R button or look at the organizer and the X button to present.
Yes. And if you don't find a contradiction, what do you do then?
At those times, you press the witness for more details.
We know.
Press the L button. All right, sir, could you give us the demonstration, please?
Go, Mr. Prosecutor. You're America's best.
America's best ass? That's Captain America. Don't get that wrong. She just won't quit. All right, here we go.
That's America's ass.
That is America's ass. All right, Mr. Doe.
I understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious. However, that doesn't mean that he was injured. I don't suppose you have proof. Clearly my left arm is injured, but I can still use my right arm. When it was raining, I used an umbrella. I have no need for a raincoat.
You didn't wear a raincoat? That's your claim?
Yes, not everyone uses a raincoat for protection against the rain. I am an umbrella person after all.
I'm definitely a raincoat person. Umbrellas will hinder your movement. Well, I don't use raincoats or umbrellas. Come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka.
This wasn't what I wanted to talk about.
I hope you understand I am not the assassin.
Unfortunately, leaving a testimony unexamined
Wow.
goes against my principles.
Come on now.
Come on, me registered words. Here we go.
How troublesome.
Oh, well, he got rid of that quick.
Excuse me? In a panic earlier, my wound seems to have reopened.
There's no mistaking that the owner of this raincoat is the assassin. Furthermore, the owner has an injured left arm.
Why don't they just do a blood test on the raincoat? That's what I want to know.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they don't have his blood to compare it to. Because
Well,
you have to compare the blood to some... They don't just have everyone's blood on file. Mr. Doe, I shall reveal your true colors for all to
I
see.
don't know why my brain for a second was thinking it worked like fingerprints.
I wish. And even then, we don't have his fingerprints to go off of. We'd have to get a sample afterwards. But...
Oh, that doesn't mean that my heel was injured. I do suppose
No,
you
but
have
I
proof.
mean, like, there's a database with people's fingerprints in it.
Yeah, but he doesn't have fingerprints that are on it.
No, I'm just saying that's how my brain
Yeah,
thought the blood worked.
I hear you. What if I had evidence to prove that he was injured?
You certainly seem confident. I expect no less from you, Mr. Prosecutor.
Huh. You know of me? It's because you're famous. Maybe I read about you in the newspaper.
I've been observing your investigation.
This man is clearly suspicious. If I expose his lies, I should be able to uncover the assassin's true identity. Alright. Maybe in here. That doesn't mean that he was injured, but we have the whole...
You know what I don't get?
What?
How is that ice cream sphere loose enough to roll around in the cone like that, but when he held onto it with his teeth, it didn't fall?
Yeah, it's a very strange ice cream physics. Alright, raincoat time. Mr. Doe, you seem to be a very cautious person.
Person?
Wow,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
on a new level today. However, today seems to be different because you left this behind.
Because you can't talk.
You must be mistaken. That does not belong to me. Or perhaps you have evidence that proves otherwise?
Mr. Doe, is your injury all right? That wound seems to have opened.
Oh, yeah, there. Jeez.
Indeed, it is. Quite troublesome.
Yes, I'm sure it is. You have my deepest sympathies. After all, you would have escaped had your wounds not opened up.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
There's no mistaking that the one who wore this raincoat was injured. And I can prove that person was you. With this.
Huh? Oh, God. That ice cream is sweating.
That's how horrible. How hot is the sun on it right now? Jesus. Just Gumshoe standing behind him holding a hairdryer above it. That's it. Melt it, pal. Melt it. You don't deserve that ice cream, you murderer.
It's like run on batteries.
On the inside of this raincoat, there's a small blood stain. It's the blood of the assassin.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
God. What in the what? And
Oh,
then
that's
it goes
great.
back to
Oh, that's great. I love that. Attacking the president is a serious crime, pal. You'll cause an international incident. No matter how long you keep silent, your true nature will soon come to light. A blood test will settle this.
yeah.
The blood from the raincoat and the blood from your bandaged arm. I have all the evidence I need. Why don't you just admit it? You're the assassin who attacked the president.
I am not the assassin.
You don't know when to give up. This was a game of chess. If this was a game of chess, you'd have been checkmated a long time ago. Admit your defeat gracefully.
How about now?
He seems completely unfazed.
I suppose I have no choice. I'll admit it. Indeed, the raincoat is mine.
He confessed, sir. Arrest him, arrest him.
He only said the raincoat's his.
However, that does not mean I shot the president.
What's that, pal?
Prosecutor Edgeworth? All you have proven is that I wore a raincoat. What sort of crime is that?
Oh, boy.
Well, now we just have to prove. Now we have the picture for this reason.
I am no assassin, I'm just a simple ice cream salesman.
Salesman.
Okay.
That's what he's rolling with.
All I did was put on that red raincoat to listen to the president's speech. It surprised me to see the bodyguards take action just before the gunshot rang out. Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape, creating a state of panic. Are you satisfied this time?
This story's getting fishier by the minute. He's really suspicious. Glaring at me won't help. We've got evidence. Here, look at this guy in the red raincoat. That's gotta be the assassin.
I see. That is certainly not me.
What? What?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, please consider this carefully. Was I really the one who wore the red raincoat? A red raincoat?
Whether he was or not, the person in this photo can only be Mr. Doe. But why? This man's self-confidence and intensity. Alright, time to rebut. No, assassin, I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. Hold it! What do you mean? As an ice cream salesman, you must know quite a bit about ice cream.
He's gonna test his
But of
ice
course,
cream knowledge.
ask me anything you wish.
What are Baskin-Robbins' 31 flavors?
All of them.
Curses. I don't know anything about ice cream. What's the most important thing about making ice cream?
Mr. Edgeworth.
The most important thing about making ice cream is honor.
Honor?
Honor to make ice cream?
Without honor, ice cream is nothing more than sweet ice. Do you understand? I'm just a simple ice cream salesman.
Anyone could have said that.
Okay. But a raincoat listed in the president's speech. Okay. Why did you use a raincoat instead of an umbrella?
Is it strange to wear a raincoat on a rainy day?
It's strange to
More
purposely wear a
importantly,
raincoat.
why
when-
would you, if you're innocent, why would you lie about using an umbrella?
Yeah. It's strange to purposely wear a raincoat when you can't get your arm into it.
If both my hands were occupied, I wouldn't be able to serve ice cream.
Why didn't you mention that in your testimony earlier?
I'm terribly sorry, I must have slipped my mind. After all, I had just gone through all that.
All that?
The shooting of the president, of course.
It's far as I see, the bodyguards take action just for the gunshot rang out. Now, this is interesting because there were 2 gunshots. So this is probably what we got to focus on here.
Yeah.
So the bodyguards reacted before the gunshot went off.
Yes, the bodyguards moved first. The one on the left side of the stage in particular.
You saw it all quite clearly.
I have good eyesight.
The names are written on the upper left of the security plan. The bodyguard on the left side would be Mr. Rook.
That is correct. Mr. Ethan Rook, I believe.
Eve.
Eve?
Perhaps he noticed the light from the laser... perhaps he noticed the light from the laser pointer. That man is no ordinary individual.
Yeah.
From your actions, I don't believe that the bodyguards were amateurs. This man isn't an ordinary individual either.
Well, there's also a laser that they could probably see.
Yeah. Please add that statement to your testimony.
Here's your wish.
Okay, so we got a new statement. The man on the left side of the stage was exceptionally quick. A Mr. Ethan Rook, as I recall. Let me press this. Let's see what kind of information we got here. So the bodyguard on the left was faster.
He reacted in just an instant. His response time was superb. I believe his name was Ethan Rook.
I see. He had plenty of time to react.
Not necessarily.
His expression never changes.
Nope.
Alright, everyone knows immediately tried, but that's not that. We gotta focus on this. So the man on the left side of the stage was extremely quick. Mr. Ethan Rook, as I recall. Now.
Yeah, it's interesting because even when he was, Maya's kidnapper and assassinated Juan Creta and all that. Even back then, we didn't actually see him sweat. We saw the radio sweat.
Yeah.
And in this case, it's the ice cream.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Alright, so my thought process here is going to be the security plans. Because if something happened, it was supposed to be Knightley who reacted first. And I mean, my thought process is probably going to be the fact that I'll assume that he shot the balloon because he knew about the security plan to make them do a weird thing, and then he was going to shoot the president. But we have enough room to mess up, but nah, this is it. Okay.
Yay!
Let's see what the actual thought process is on here, though. It seems you aren't just a simple ice cream salesman after all. Oh, also the fact that he knows their names.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking that was also weird too, but
Wow.
how would you know their names?
You think too highly of me, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Why would a simple ice cream salesman know the name of the
Yeah.
president's bodyguard?
That's a big thing
The
that totally went
name
over my
of the
head.
bodyguard? Surely you jest. Didn't you say their names just a moment ago? Mr. Knightley and Mr. Rook,
No,
correct?
we didn't say that at all.
There's a diagram of the security plans. We learned their names from this. However, please look. Only their surnames are written here.
Yeah.
You distinctly said Ethan Rook. How did you know his full name when we did not?
It's sweating.
That's pretty weird, sir. Why did you know his name? Explain yourself.
That was merely a slip of the tongue,
It's true. This guy is the assassin.
young lady. You're being a little
Why
hasty.
is it smoking?
He's getting angry.
His name is quite simple.
What?
I am an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's.
No, you're not.
What?
Stop that.
You and I have a bit of a connection.
Okay, maybe you do.
Here's a name that I will... Here's his name I will never forget.
Mr. Edgeworth, he's just done a big fat lie.
It was not a lie. I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. And he is my husband. And an
Dude, what
acquaintance of Ethan Rook's.
What if he's his client?
That's what I'm thinking. Well, I think he's probably the client of... do we have pictures of the
Knightley?
bodyguards? Of whoever the crazy looking guy with the neck brace is.
That's Knightley.
Yeah, I bet it's him because he looks like a villain. Are you kidding me? Come on. Granted,
That's what you said
I guess
before.
Boxhead can also look like a villain in some case if he was a villain in fucking Lego City.
I'm surprised you say Lego and not Minecraft.
It could be
Minecraft's more
Minecraft
relevant
too.
than Lego.
Well, I like Legos. And I like Minecraft,
you
but
talk about Minecraft more than you talk about Lego.
well, I haven't had Legos in a long time. Okay, I'm
Do I
sorry.
need to buy you some Lego?
Yes, please. In that case, let's just ask Rook himself about this. whether or not he's acquainted with this dubious ice cream salesman.
As you wish. However, that may prove difficult now. He's going to be busy with the president's security after all. Besides, even if I am not an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's, does that prove that I fired the gun?
If you weren't the assassin, then why did you remove your raincoat?
It was a little hot and the rain had stopped. I want to air out the wound. Is there a problem with that?
I just can't seem to corner him.
He's slippery.
It's a ruckus.
Miss Edgeworth, what are you doing? Hurry up and arrest him. That man's so suspicious, I'd even arrest him myself.
Arrest him without evidence? How can I do such a thing?
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Can't you do something? Breaking news. A criminal is on the verge of escaping the prosecutor.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Oh dear, they're already treating me like a criminal. I understand. Since I've been suspected this far, it seems I'll have to tell the truth.
The truth? What is he up to? Has someone hired you? Because, I mean, I don't know what this could possibly mean. But I think there's a potential that there's some fishy stuff going on once again with the head prosecutor office stuff. And actually, that might be the case. Because remember, by the time that, in the, like, after the 7 years timeline, Edgeworth came back as the high prosecutor.
You mean the chief prosecutor?
Or the chief prosecutor.
Yeah.
Which probably means something happened. And because they were talking about how, I don't know if Winston Payne is involved in it at all. Was it Winston Payne who was sent over to Kharain?
I think so.
So he might have been involved too. He might have gotten exiled from it because he might have been involved in this whole thing too. Because on the tape recorder, we have the fact of the old man in there.
Old man.
The shrill old man is going to be Winston Payne.
Yeah.
And then the other old man was, Winston said he was next to the chief prosecutor.
Uh-huh.
And I wonder if they hired on Shelley to kill the president of Zhang-Fa. And that's going to be the whole situation of what ties this game together. Is that's what's going to go with it, of us trying to figure out what's going on with the high prosecutor and why he's being tied to these cases of bad things going on. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Copyrighted. I can't say that. I'm going to get demonetized by Matt Pat now for a joke. But we're going to figure out the truth next time.
Oh boy.
Oh, and it's going to be good.
And we kind of had that little secret in our back pocket. Like, we're not really supposed to know that, aren't we?
Wait, what secret?
The whole fact that, like, oh, he becomes chief prosecutor. And
Well, Investigations 2 came out... That was after Apollo Justice.
Oh.
I believe. Investigations
that was
2 came out in
Spirit of
2011.
Justice?
I don't think it was that late. I'm pretty sure Spirit of Justice is still kind of recent.
Because Spirit of Justice gives us the Winston Payne clue.
I'm going to figure that out.
Okay.